Niigata is the capital city of Niigata Prefecture and is a major port city for trade and tourism along the Japan Sea coast of Japan. It is also the base for tours to Sado Island, a former penal colony and site for the country's gold mines. The easiest way to see Niigata's historic district is to ride the loop bus. An inexpensive day pass permits you to get on and off to visit the many attractions along the bus's route. My first stop was Hakusen Park, a Dutch-style promenade garden neighboring Hakusen Shrine. This beautiful garden with ponds, artificial hills, trees and flowers has been selected as one of Japan's best 100 city parks. Visitors can enjoy the garden's seasonal beauty, with its springtime cherry blossoms and summer lotus flowers, autumn leaves, and snowy winter scenes. Within the park are several attractions including an athletic complex, the Civic Center, the Performing Arts Center, the former prefectural government building, and Enkaken, a former Meiji-era merchant house where visitors can learn traditional cultural activities such as the tea ceremony. Nieitsu Memorial Hall is a Western-style building built in 1938 by Nieitsu Tsunekichi, an oil magnate, as a guesthouse for foreign visitors. The building has a different interior appearance, with the British room on the first floor, the French room and Japanese room on the second floor, and the German room, not open to the public, on the third floor. The Japanese-style building and garden are also open to the public, and you can stroll around. The Bank of Japan's Niigata branch opened in 1914. The branch manager's residence, called Sakiyukan, was moved to its current location due to the widening of Masutani Koji. 30 branch managers until October 1999, at which time the Bank of Japan reviewed its assets and decided to sell the residence. Niigata City acquired it and opened it to the public as a cultural museum. The museum hosts a variety of independent projects, including exhibitions featuring music, dance and performing arts, and lifestyle and culture events. Spaces within the residence are available to the public to rent for meetings and special events. In February 2005, the Sakaguchi family donated the belongings and materials of Sakaguchi Engo, a writer born in Niigata, to the city, and the city has classified and organized the 8,000 items. The city utilizes the former mayor's residence, where Sakaguchi Engo was born and reared, surrounded by monuments to his birth and poetry, as well as other cultural facilities, to conduct research on the belongings and materials, and to hold exhibitions on various themes to promote new aspects of Sakaguchi Engo's work. In addition, the Japanese-style room of the building is said to be the oldest surviving mayor's residence in the region. The Hopobunka Museum is the former residence of the Ito family, the largest landowners in Echigo, who purchased it as a second home in Niigata in 1915. The cultural figure, Eizu Yaichi, spent his later years here from 1946. The garden was created after 1921 and has been improved over time. Also known as the Northern Culture Museum, it was Japan's first private museum after World War II and preserves the mansion of the Ito family. In addition to the main house, hall, tea room, warehouse, and other buildings, there is also a pond-style garden and a display of collections of past generations. This beautiful mansion took 8 years to build. The big vine in the atrium is not only 150 years old, but its trunk circumference is more than 1.6 meters. Its fragrant, blue-purple flowers bloom from late April to early May every year. In the fall, the garden is dyed a spectacular red by maple leaves. From the grand lobby, you can see the colorful circulation garden and the beautiful scenery of red or yellow maple leaves and green pine leaves. The former Ozawa family residence is a store and residence of the Ozawa family, a merchant family that was active in Niigata from the late Edo period. The property includes the main house and 3 storehouses. It is a typical example of a townhouse indicative of the residence of a wealthy Meiji-era merchant. While most of the structures were rebuilt after the Great Niigata Fire of 1880, the tool storehouse was built circa 1800. The Japanese-style garden is thought to have been constructed in conjunction with the addition of the family storehouse and new living room at the end of the Meiji period. It employs traditional techniques in the stonework, but also adopts a modern garden style using grass. Featuring a ceramic lantern as well as many stones collected from around the country, the garden reveals the lifestyle of a wealthy Meiji merchant. Minotopia is a development of the surrounding area around the former Niigata Customs House, a nationally designated important cultural property that is the only one of the 5 ports that opened at the end of the Edo period. It is an information hub where you can enjoy learning about the unique history and culture of Niigata. Around the former customs building, the stone steps for unloading ships and the stone storehouse that served as a bonded warehouse have been restored. Adjacent to the building is the relocated and restored former Sumiyoshiko branch of the Daisher Bank, as well as the restored Hayakawa Moat and Willow Line Street, recreating the atmospheric port town of Niigata from the Meiji to Showa periods. Designed after the former City Hall building, the main museum building has easy-to-understand displays in the permanent and special exhibition rooms on the history and folklore of Niigata under the theme of local water and the history of its people. You can also deepen your learning through hands-on activities in the museum theater and experience space. For researchers, there is an information library on the history and culture of Niigata.